As the opposition has accused the centre of undermining its own leadership of the G20 after the meeting of finance ministers on Saturday was unable to agree on a joint communique due to the China and Russia's opposition to the text condemning the war in Ukraine. Now, top MEA sources have now reacted saying, and I quote, "We have noted some politically biased and motivated comments on the G20 finance ministers' summary document. The fact is that it is India's considered and balanced position that contributed in forging the Bali Declaration. In particular, Prime Minister's statement that this is not an era of war found great resonance. Our endeavour was to reflect the Bali consensus in the G20 finance ministers' meeting. This was expressed in the chair's summary and outcome document. Therefore, any criticism is misplaced and factually inaccurate." That's the pitch coming in from MEA sources. I'm joined by my colleague Siddhant on the phone line. Siddhant, give us the details.
Well, yes, that's right. So, look, there have been, some sections of media, in fact, some commentary which has been made by some section of people on this entire communique, which was released by after the G20 finance ministers meeting in Bangalore, and in fact, it was very clearly written on the top that except the paragraph 3rd and 4th, all other paragraphs have been accepted by the member nation. But despite that, there was criticism, and in fact, this very strong reaction has come on that one communique. Now, finally, MEA has reacted strongly, and in fact, the top sources in MEA have been telling us that this is a politically biased and motivated commentary on the G20 finance ministers' communique. The fact is that it is India's considered and balanced position that contributed in forging the Bali Declaration. And again, it has been reiterated. In fact, in this note also, it has been reiterated that what the Prime Minister said in Samarkand, that this is not an era of war, this is not an era of war. At the same time, India has always taken a balanced view as far as Ukraine and Russia crisis is concerned. And this time around also, since India is hosting the event, so the balanced view was reflected. At the same time, balanced position was reflected, and that in fact contributed in forging the Bali Declaration. So this is a full reply that has come from Ministry of External Affairs, and in fact, the sources are telling us that this is being done by some sections which are politically motivated and they are doing the criticism, and which is factually incorrect. So it's the first response in a way from Ministry of External Affairs.
Right. Thank you, Siddhant, for getting us that piece of breaking news. Now, moving on to some breaking news coming in from India's